15th of June market review. Okay, so let's get started. Yep. So let's delete this all and go. So basically, this is the weekly chart. Okay, this is the weekly chart, and first, as you can see, I was looking at the volume balance here. Okay, so this is a speed up version. This is all speed up version times 5 already. Okay, so always look at the high time frame first, and basically weekly chart draw out that weekly volume balance. Okay, and here really nothing much. Okay, here. Okay, if you can see, okay, what you can see here is that dollar is pulling lower. Okay, dollar is pulling lower when indices all going higher, higher, higher. So this is basically a symmetry market. That means okay, dollar go lower, then all the other markets like euro, USD, and indices all is likely to go higher. Okay. Okay, so let's continue. And basically what I drawn here is that I'm seeing, okay, do we have any, like right now at the moment, Dow, as you can see, Dow formed this lower high when S&P and Nasdaq formed a higher high, but rejected below that high. Okay, but with dollar going lower, we are not to, I gotta be more nimble. Don't expect any highs to be formed, because when dollar is going lower, usually indices is more likely to go higher. Yes, but sometimes we are decoupling. Okay, so let's keep going. And if you can see the time, let's always focus at the time. Okay, so if you can see the time here is 11:29. Okay, so 11:29. That's right. Today the trade was during a lunch hour. So it was basically outside my business hour, okay? Because my business hour usually from 9:30 until 11. By 11:10 macro, I usually stop already. That means if I'm still in the trade, my stop loss will be trailed up already. But if I'm not in the trade, basically that ends my business hour already, okay? So, yep. Let me check the quality. Yeah, quality can be better. Okay, and basically I go RTH. So what can we find in the RTH is the new opening range gap, okay? So I draw out the new opening range gap. Okay, and when you draw the new opening range gap, so remember the CE of it is really important. And if it's big, you can draw the quadrant. So the CE of it here is this one. So 6022 level, okay? 6022 level is going to be really important, okay? Change the color a bit. Yellow. The brush more smaller. Okay. So we got displacement here. And as you can see, there's a volume balance here, right? Yeah, I'll make it bigger here. Okay. So what I'm seeing here is this fair value gap. Okay. So this is considered displacement. So where we displace above from? So we displace above from here, from the 8th of June. From the 8th of June, new opening gap, we displace. This is a market structure shift. Displacement above it. Here form a fair value gap. And look at that. All this respecting the fair value gap. If you've got volume balance, you must include the volume balance and the fair value gap. Okay. So we displace above, trade down into this fair value gap. Definitely this can be a good entry. Good entry aiming for where? Right now I'm aiming for this, the CE of the new opening range gap. Okay. So this can be a good entry, but I didn't enter here because I entered the markets late a bit. So now we're just looking back in hindsight and see what can be done and just see my trade. How did my trade go? Okay. So basically now looking here definitely a good long, aiming for here as the drawn liquidity. But remember, always 5 handles. So 6010 to 6022, that offers 10 handles. So 5 handle can be easily taken there. Okay. So basically, if you draw a line, let's say you enter here. It's roughly at 6013 lah, I guess. Okay, 6013 and stop loss will be right below here. Okay, that means 6009. 6013, 6009 is roughly 4 point stop loss. Okay, 4 point stop loss. And then aiming for this, so you get your 5 handles at 6013 to 6018. So to 6018, there goes your 5 handles already. Okay, and if you look at here, if you look at here, you can see this. So what do you see here? Okay, this orange box, right, is the first presented fair value gap, first AM fair value gap. That means after 9:30, the first fair value gap is always really important. Okay, so the first fair value gap. So what do we have here? We have a fair value gap here inside the first fair value gap, and see where it supports. We support at the CE of it, and this dot 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 line. If you go to the left, the dot 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 line is basically this. This is the lower quadrant of the new opening range gap. So what do we see here? Okay, we see support at the lower quadrant of the new opening range gap, and also support at the CE of the first presented fair value gap, then displacement higher. So that's why I say I will try this fair value gap as long as price hits inside here. This is where I'm going to go long, and stop loss must be placed at least here. Okay, here's where I'll go long at this fair value gap high. Stop loss will be placed here, and 5 handles 6018. Bam, there we go. Okay, so let's keep on going. Okay, yeah. So I said CE of new opening range gap in the crosshairs. So basically, right now we also must have to look at the forex. Okay, so if you have a look at the forex, see this is Euro USD. Okay, so this is Euro USD. Okay, Euro USD and dollar. So USD go up, dollar go down. So right now we're looking, there's symmetry there lah. Okay, so Euro USD go up and dollar go lower. So yep. And basically, okay, on the 1 minute chart, okay, you can see all the indices, everything. Also looks firm to the upside when dollar going lower. Okay, so up firm to upside when dollar going lower. Okay, and yes, this is where I'm gonna enter a long trade. I think. Let me see. Yeah. Yep, I think I will enter a long trade here. So draw out what I'm measuring here. This CE wick. Okay, CE of this wick, this long wick right here. Okay, this long wick right here. This long wick. Okay, I measure the CE of it. I can see the CE of it is here. And you can see body is respecting it. Okay. And because dollar going up, okay, so I went long. But see now looking back right at this trade, right? It's not to say that it's a bad trade, but you know, I was expecting low resistance condition because dollar is going lower and all the indices looks firm to the upside. So that's why I entered long at this CE wick because the body is respecting here as well. It's gonna close at it. So I enter here and stop loss just placed below this fair value gap. And yeah. Okay, so but okay, but when you see when you see S&P, so this is why I would have disqualified that trade idea. Look at this. Nasdaq, this is NQM, this is Nasdaq. Okay, S&P is the one that I'm trading on top here, and Dow is this one, dollar is this one. Okay, so basically, when you see Nasdaq, what happens? We rejected below this swing low, this swing high. When S&P is above the swing high, Dow is above the swing high. But you must remember one thing: NQ and S&P, these two are like sisters. That means this one form higher high, this one has to form higher high. Okay, that means this going to go like that, this one also must go like that. Dow is more of the stubborn one. Okay, that means Dow usually it can be like, if these two going up like that, right? Dow can be like that. Then suddenly, let's say this is the same high. Okay, draw properly. Okay, so let's say this is the same high. Okay, and Dow can be like that, you know. Then only later come back to make a new high and correct the same highs together. Okay, so Dow is more like stubborn one. It will move at its own pace. That means, oh, I'm going to move when I want to, that kind of thing. You know, that this is basically Dow. Okay, so looking at this right now, this would have disqualified the trade idea of going long there, because you must understand one thing. If Nasdaq is also above the high now, okay, I'll give you a scenario. If Nasdaq right now is close above the high, okay, let's say we have a candle here. Okay, it's like S&P, close above the high, then Dow also above the high. Then that only will give me the good idea that, okay, this trade will happen. This trade definitely a good trade. But right now, because Nasdaq is below the highs and it is forming a swing high already. Okay, so even though dollar is pulling lower, Dow is pulling higher above these highs, S&P also above these highs, but Nasdaq isn't above the highs. So Nasdaq is very important if you are trading S&P. Okay, if dollar go lower but Nasdaq also going lower, your S&P trade won't work out also. Okay, but if right now dollar is going higher, that means it's more harder for indices to go higher, right? Because it's in symmetry. Dollar higher, indices more likely to go lower. But doesn't mean dollar indices cannot go higher. If indices is going to go higher, it's going to be more harder for you to go higher. Okay, but if you can see here, if dollar go higher right now, but Nasdaq is also above this high, that means this red candle. That means this red candle, let's say it close above. Let's say it's above the highs here. Dow is also above, S&P is also above. Then we definitely going to see reach for the CE of the new opening range, which is the 622 level. Okay, so I give you guys a couple of scenario already. Okay, so the most important thing for Nasdaq and S&P is both of them must be moving together. Then that is called good trade already. Okay, so basically I enter long here, and yes, it's a live trade. Why is it a live trade? Okay, look at this. M live. This button is also called live. Okay, these two things means we are live. Okay, so I did enter a long trade. And now looking back, no, definitely it's not a good trade. Okay, because if you can see, yeah, you can say that I'm chasing the trade. Okay, I would consider that as well. Okay, because why is that? First of all, is there a reason for price to go lower? Yes, there is. And are we in the discount of the entry point? No, we are not. From here to here, where's the discount? Discount is at least here. Okay, so here's at least the 0.5 level of this dealing range. So the long at least must be here. And if it's here, stop loss must be at least below here, because we got what? Because we got two fair value gaps here. Okay, we got one fair value gap here, we got another fair value gap here. So this entry, because you see, I say that unless Nasdaq was above the high, then this trade is good. Institutional order flow entry, you expect pulling to the upside. Okay, that's definitely. But because Nasdaq is trading below the swing high, doesn't care whether S&P and Dow is above the swing high, dollar is going lower. If Nasdaq is not doing this, your S&P most likely won't do it also. Okay. So that is why, and why? It's because the time is also not macro time, not 11:50 macro. In fact, it's the London close already. London close at 11:30. Okay. 10:30 until 11:30, and 11:30 that's when the London session closed already. So it's not ideal to expect any spooling here also. Yeah, if I show you, look at that. Look at that, Nasdaq. See, Nasdaq rejecting below. Okay, that is why. So I went long there. Okay, I went long here, and as you can see, wait, okay, still good. Okay, as you can see, oh, price dropped into that fair value gap. So that's why I wasn't being patient enough. See, price entered the fair value gap. That's why always must be patient and wait for a setup. Yeah, I was having, you can say FOMO, fear of missing out on the move because price is so close to CE or new opening range. Damn, I can get it. But if you look at the take profit level also, look at this. If I finish trade, it's just 11 ticks. If I lose it, it's just 12 ticks. In terms of the loss, it's good. But in terms of take profit target, no. It's very tiny range. So I didn't know. I don't know why did I enter the trade also, to be honest. Now looking back, it's really a bad trade. Okay. Okay. Wait, let me go back. I want to show you guys the Nasdaq. Okay. Yeah, I want to show you guys Nasdaq. Okay. Look at that. Nasdaq formed a swing high already. Rejection below that old swing high. So this swing high, look at that, Nasdaq form a swing high. Rejection below this same swing high. When Dow and S&P is above it. Okay, and dollar is going lower. But Nasdaq is already telling you, I want to go lower, I'm not going to go higher. So this is basically another thing to note, okay? That's why you can see price drop into the fair value gap. Definitely this trade is, in my opinion, is not a good trade at all. Yep, got stopped out. Okay, got stopped out. 12 ticks is roughly, yeah, we can see together. Just to show you guys that it's a live account. Okay, so got stopped out. And basically, yeah, why am I still like up 19? Because it's because Benjamin or Joshua. I think Joshua took the trade. So up 19 is because, but 12 ticks is basically divided by 4. It's 3 handles. Okay, 3 points is basically times 15 is $15. So this starting P&L, I think Joshua took the trade was what was 3 times 5 15 was $15. So you add 19 plus 15, 34. Okay, so it was 34. Yeah, so it was $34 in profit. So I lost $15 here, and never mind. Let's keep going. Yeah, see, I even write that. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I was so focused on the P&L because yeah, at this moment, right, I was basically in my profit. Like, I was winning a few trades in a row. Like every day was just like win, 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 win. So when I was in this trade, right, I was focusing on the P&L. So basically, I had many cues, many signals, many signs telling me just kill the trade, just get out of the trade. Because basically it was already showing me that no, it's not really good. The trade idea is not nice because my eyes was not focused on the price action. It was focused on the profit and loss, how many things was moving. So that was one sign for me to just close the trade because I honestly the entry wasn't nice also. There was more space for the price to go down. Okay. So anyway, we form a swing high without reaching the 6022 level, which is the C of the new opening range gap. So right now, basically, I'm just constantly recalibrating, just seeing. Okay, so I'm saying, okay, right now is the lunch hour. Okay, and I said during 10 o'clock, we've been going higher. Okay, okay, this is the 10 o'clock that I draw. Okay, so basically I'm saying that during 10 o'clock, usually lunch will go against where AM session is going. That means AM session going higher, has been going higher. Lunch we will aim for lower. That means to clear up the sell side during the AM session. So you can see for 10 o'clock here, price went higher, but we failed to reach the C of the new opening range gap. To be honest, that looks to me like an unfinished business. Okay, at the moment, just seeing what I think. Okay, I'm just saying what I think. Anyway, dollar still going lower. And right now I'm starting to tell myself, okay, uh, we are probably going to grow. And if you see 3 minute, okay, so if you see 3 minute, you can see there's another BC here. So basically that's telling you, if you go long here, your stop loss has to at least be here and aiming for the C of the new opening range gap. So that would have been a good trade also. And all I need is just 5 handles, remember, okay? Yeah, so now I draw the first presented fair value is always really important again. So I draw here. And you can see how price reacts, support and reaction and resistance at that levels, okay? Okay, so right now I'm gonna expect a trade back to the first presented fair again, but it's not really a good trade, or just really, really tiny scalps, and I want to see displacement. Okay, this might seem like a displacement right here now. Nope, not displacing. And dollar. Okay, once again, we have another chance. Okay, we have another chance here. When you traded above this CA wick, I was expecting, okay, we should start pulling up here already. Don't reject here, okay? Okay, we should start going higher right now. So there's another trade idea here. Okay, what is another trade idea? You can enter long. You can enter long in this fair gap, but stop loss must be below that swing low. Okay, so here can be an entry, but you might remember there's two fair gap here, so you must give space for both of it. Okay, and dollar start reversing higher, and this time Nasdaq close above this or swing high. Did it? Most likely, yeah, seems like it did. Okay, from here to here, no, it didn't. S&P not reaching that high. Dollar starts going higher. Dow also not reaching for the high, so we're gonna be careful and see. Okay, at the moment there's no trade idea. Wait for displacement. Dollar's pulling higher already, so the nice rejection can tell us that it might be an intermittent swing high. Okay, there we go. So we form inverted rebalance, trade into this fair value gap here. Like I said, this can be a trade idea. Respected the C wake of 3 minute fair value gap, stop is below here, and immediate rebalance form, bam. So we reach both of the targets already. So now it just me studying, okay, just studying. So my previous week high is traded to already. So right now we see if we are going to have any displacement to the downside or anything. Okay. So basically, I'm seeing a displacement here. Then be patient and see if we get that ITL here, market structure shift below, It seems like we have an SMT. Okay, just a small tiny one. Nasdaq form higher high when S&P equal highs, and Dow seems like a lower high. And now as dollars start going higher, so potentially right now we can start expecting lower prices. Okay, nice rejection to the downside. See if we have form of fair value gap. Okay, yeah, we have displacement now. We have fair value gap, and that's basically it. Nice trade. See if we get filled or not. Okay, it's really important to be patient. Okay, yeah, got filled. So right now the stop loss is just going to be placed there. We're not going to move it. No, no, no. Not even to this 11 ticks. That's really wrong. Okay, you're not supposed to take this kind of trade. Okay, stop loss should be above this swing high. Okay, not here. And definitely, I won't like if price. Okay, dollar going lower. So dollar going lower. That not telling us a good thing. Okay, but nice section downside. Okay, so okay. Basically, right now what I'm seeing is this BC. I must see this BC whole price to resistant. Okay, to going lower. Okay, dollar's going lower, and Nasdaq looking pretty okay, only lah. Okay, but for okay because we are already in the 12:50 macro. Oh, you can see the time here. Here is already 12:03. So 11:50 until 12:10 we have another macro. Okay, so Okay, nice reaction to downside. Okay, but so now I'm seeing, do we stay below the CE of the new opening range gap 60022 level? Okay, and no, I don't like this reaction here. Okay, you see how I see? Nope, nope, I don't like this rejection here. Okay, so it's the same thing. Right now I'm seeing this, I don't like this rejection here. It should, that kind of thing. If it really wants to go lower. So now this reaction tells me that it may not want to go lower. Nasdaq also failed to form a lower low. Okay, so had some issue. The AMS account keep on logging out. Okay, so by the time I log in back, I got stopped out already. So right now what I want to see is if my stop loss is placed here, right, like previously, stop loss follow placed above this swing high. Let's see if it gets stopped out or not, okay? So I think it's at the 6028.5 level. Let's just put it, okay? Now here also will get stopped out. Okay, why do I focus on seeing this CB? Okay, because this CB is energetic, it's obvious. So this CB is going to be important. For me to expect lower prices, right, we're going to have to rejection. We're going to have to close below here and have a candle come up, then I'm going to trade it, expect it lower. But again, here we got the upper quadrant of the new opening range gap. So what I'm going to do right now, seeing this price, yeah, I know here is demo account, see paper trading, and I go short again. But right now, what I'm seeing here is actually here, see this CB, does it as inversion fair value gap for us to reach higher for this upper quadrant level, okay? So let's see. Because dollar is going lower, and Nasdaq is above the same swing high already, but Dow is not, okay? That's why I say Dow is really stubborn one sometimes. So let's continue seeing. So we're at 12.18. Yep, definitely. See if we go higher. Right, because right now I'm actually expecting higher prices to the upper quadrant of that new opening range gap. And dollars pulling lower. Okay, Nasdaq also looking pretty firm to the upside. Now I decided, okay, I need to look at the big picture. So this is the 15-minute chart. What we can see, sell side is cleared. Here, many sell side cleared already. Okay, only buy side is not cleared yet. Here, many buy side, and ultimately here. Okay, so sell side is all cleared. Okay, all cleared. Sell side, SSL, the clear sell side liquidity is cleared. Left buy side liquidity left untouched. So definitely now thinking here, seeing the 15-minute chart, yes, bullish. Okay. Okay, now we start pulling lower. Okay, so let's see. Let's have a look at this. Okay, buy side cleared. Market structure shift. Fair value gap. And now here is too clean. So let's see if it aim down there or not. No, where I enter short, right? Even though it's demo, but I'm not happy where I enter short. You must see. Okay, remember, measure here to here. Where's the equilibrium point here? So this reclaim fair value gap with this fair value gap. Okay, this one. Okay, this fair value gap here, I'm going to use it to go short again. Because remember, I said already, this fair value gap is important. So use this as reclaim CB. As price come up here, then I'm going to go short. Okay, so shorting here, no, it was not a good one. Shorting here, yes. So what I'm going to do, price come here, I'm going to go short. Stop loss, I'm going to place above this highs, also no problem. So let's say 6024.5, and stop loss, let's just make it like 6028.75. So 4.75 handle stop loss, pretty good. So I'm gonna wait for price to come higher. See if you want to reach here. Use that reclaim fair value gap. That's what I'm aiming for. Yeah, be patient. Okay, there we go. As soon as price taps here, there we go. Bam. Here is where I'm gonna go short. Okay. Right now, the me looking back at the price, here is where I'm gonna go short. Stop loss place at this bit above here. Then let's say the end price was 62024. Okay. So let's say a few not the 96020.5, you got filled here. So stop loss, we shall place it at 6029. So 2329. Okay, and then aiming for this sell side. Okay. After this sell side will be this 8th of June, new week opening gap. Let's fast forward a bit. Okay, nice. Now price starts pulling. That's why, okay, see, it came all the way up to the CE of this same fair value gap. So good entry, that man. Good entry. This is the previous week high also. Buy side cleared. Displacement below the previous week high. Okay, I say again, this is a very beautiful 2022 model. Okay, buy side cleared. Displacement below the previous week high. Fair value gap. Measure. Where is the 0.5 level here? So this CB is a reclaimed CB because it's obvious displacement. Look at this. Look at this fair value gap. This fair value gap is very obvious, right? It's very clean. So this fair value gap, because coincide with this fair value gap, okay, include the volume balance, sorry, here. So here, good entry. Stop loss here. 2022 model buy side cleared. Displacement below the previous week high. Fair value gap in the premium. Coincide with this reclaimed CV. There will be your entry. Okay. Then let's say if you enter here, 6024. Okay, stop loss at here. Okay, sorry, 6028.5 or somewhere around there. Okay, maximum also 5 point stop loss. This is a very beautiful 2022 model. You wait for buy side to be cleared. Okay, so my mistake is I didn't wait for buy side to be cleared. This trade is a good one. Okay, I won't deny this trade. This trade is just basically wrong, but never mind. I will wait. I will wait here. I won't enter until here, until when this candle, this body straight trade below here. Okay, and we came up back up here. Here is only when I'll go short. All this I won't chase the short. I won't chase the short. Okay, because I want to see displacement back into that same CB. Then enter here. Here's where I go short. Then right now, let's aim for here. Okay, so let's see. So right now what I'm seeing is I want this BC to act as inversion. I want bodies to close below. Then it will come up. It will act as resistance and boom, 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 boom. Okay. Okay, very nice. Very nice reaction. I want to see it close below. Okay, nice. Okay, so now we close below. What bodies tell story? Remember what ICT say? Bodies tell story. Once body close below it, now you can expect lower prices. You can start expecting it come up here and go lower. And so right now stop loss straight to here. This is very good because right now this has become a intermediate swing high. Okay, ITL. That means we basically expect this swing high to stay intact. We don't expect it to get even be touched also. So this inversion fair gap is in sync. So right now what's the 3 PD array? CE of the new opening range gap, this inversion BC, and this fair value gap. So this stop loss at here is a very good, very strong stop loss. 3 PD array supporting it. Okay, so where is the most lowest resistance trade? Okay, if you can enter the trade at here, if it price come up here and you can enter the trade, like touch this, you can enter the trade. This is the most low resistance one. That means it's really ready to shoot lower already. Okay, so see, do we get it or not? If you get it, I'll show you guys. Okay, so basically we are not getting it. As you can see, bam, keep on going lower. Didn't come up here, didn't come up here to give us a chance for entry. Shoots lower into this BC, shoots through right now. So right now expecting lower prices already. I'm gonna expect to shoot here already. Okay, why? Because this BC trade up to here, and you can see support reaction here. So right now when it traded here, it's literally blast through here. Bodies close below it here. So there's good sign. Okay. Then right now I am expecting immediate rebalance because it's too close. It's just gonna shoot lower right now. Okay, this is what I'm expecting. Why is that? Why do you expect that? Because we literally closed below this BCAD and it didn't respect much. And all this here, and if you look at here, this is balanced price range also. Okay? On a lower time frame. Okay, so let's keep going. Okay. Dollar going higher, very good. It's time for us to go lower now. Very nice. Okay, so what I want you guys to see is when we traded up here, okay, see, we left this fair value gap open. It didn't trade into it. So one this is showing firmness. So right now I can expect price as soon as it just need to close below this BC. It just need to close like that. This red candle just need to close below it. We're going to start spooling lower. But if we still hold inside, then it might just consolidate inside for quite some time. Why is that? Because you can see, right, these bodies still support the BC, which is what I don't like seeing. It should really start blasting lower already. So we just need to wait another candle close below it. It's going to come up and going to shoot lower. Okay, to clear this outside. Okay, very nice, very nice. Dollar going higher also. Everything is in sync right now. Okay. Okay, very good. Okay, we touched the 5 minutes CE. Very nice. These things are looking pretty good. Just a little bit more. No. Yep, look at this volume balance here. Look at this volume balance here right now. You see my stop loss, I keep on trading lower and lower and lower. Because right now, especially I don't expect price to come back up anymore, okay? So even though this was a demo trade, but because I follow my rules, I had two losing trade, I tell myself to stop. Okay, that's why I switch to a demo and continue studying the price. Okay, a little bit more, bam, and there we go. Oh, but I wasn't filled, okay? If I was in the live trade, my stop loss, my trade, right, I won't, because I want to avoid me being right. Basically, my TP target, I'll just bring it here and I'll get filled. So let's see if we get filled here or not. Okay, and that's it. We got filled, cleared the sell side beautifully, moved as how I expected it to, and that's basically it for today. Okay, so once again, let's review that trade, okay? So first, buy side is cleared. Yeah, first I entered this CB and I got stopped out, right? So the next thing what I can do is I wait, let buy side be cleared. Want to see a market structure shift below the previous week low, we got here. Here to here, this fair value gap in premium, coinciding with this old fair value gap, reclaim fair value gap. Trade up to here, this is where I enter, aim for the sell side, and look at that, right on the dime it turned here. So that's basically it for today. So this one trade literally covered my first trade loss, and I would be in profit also. But even if it's a demo trade, it's okay, it's fine. There's no problem. There's no problem with this trade. Literally no problem. Because even though it's a demo trade, in the future, as I get more comfortable, I'll just end up using live account to just trade it. And basically, that's it. Today, very beautiful. Like, I record my trades and then I look back at it. And basically, look back, I only can see all these things. Like, I can see the thing that I missed during the trading time. Yeah, I can see all this is looking back at hindsight, but I'm looking back at hindsight together with everybody, with you guys also, and just to see, okay, what was missing. Because on that day of trading, I didn't see that, okay, this was actually the 2022 model. I didn't see that. But right now, looking back at the trade, only I saw it, okay? So, yeah, basically that's it for today's trade with you guys. So let's have a look at my real trade, my trade after talk. Usually after I finish trading, I straight away do some talking, like how I feel and everything, right? And this one is just basically me, like, today's date is already, let's see what today's date is. It's already 30th of August, and I'm also doing a trade review right now on 13th of June 1. Yeah, so my trade review is stacking up, but it's okay, guys. I'm going to take my time and do it. Okay, so that's it. So, hey guys, welcome to another trade review. And yeah, today different kind of setting because really tired already. Right now it's like 1 a.m. So, yeah, my performance today, I'm very unsatisfied with my performance today. So at the moment, it's not unsatisfied. I'm very dissatisfied with my performance today. Okay, so I did like two trades. For the first trade, for the first trade, when I was in the trade, right, I was basically feeling very uncomfortable, and I was actually doubting already. But yeah, I was, because before I started trading, I was telling myself already. So lunch macro, we're gonna aim for where opposite of where the AM has reached. So AM has been going up, so the opposite will be aiming for sell side, and we have very clean relative equal lows there, okay, on the 1 minute chart. So that was what I was aiming. At the start, I was struggling. So what made me feel very uncomfortable is because it's a 50-50. First, it was so close to the CE of the, what's that called? CE of the new opening range gap. Like price was slowly squeezing up there. And second, we are relatively low. So I didn't know where was price going. But I just entered a trade. The first trade was a long, which is already against the trade idea that I was waiting for and that I was trusting on. Because lunch hour macro usually runs again where AM have moved. So it really was quite a sloppy range, right? It was going up, going up, going up. Yeah. And so yeah. There's a couple of times that I was thinking, should I close the trade? And the trade was not in loss, it was being in a
profitable position, maybe like when 2-3 handles in my favor. And I had that feeling that I want to cut bait, but I just didn't do it. And guess what? This is the flaws that I've been saying. Like until now, I'm still hesitating when it comes to closing a trade. Yeah. So yeah, I'm also slowing down. Not gonna let anyone affect me. And yeah, that's about it. Oh shit. Oh shit, I dozed off just like that. But yeah, but total loss today was just $25, okay? So it's within the risk. And it's a down week, and I'm grateful and I am contented with the loss I make today. Other than that, nothing much. And yeah, I believe this loss was necessary. Like, what made me? I just don't know, man. What made me want to trade today? I literally tried to enter trade without thinking, and I was rushing the first trade, and I knew that I should get out already. But in the end, I just let it slide and just continue trading with it. Then yeah, later out. Then I was just sitting still waiting for the sell side to be cleared, which is the target I've been aiming for from 11 o'clock near now, and finally one big cheese pasta came. Sorry. Oh fuck, what am I even talking about? I forgot already. Okay, and suddenly if my friend asks for takeaway, right? Then I know cannot give one, right? What the fuck am I talking about, guys? Oh, my brain is literally fucked up right now. I'm very tired. So yeah, that's it for today's review. Overall, I feel that at the moment my biggest flaw is that when the trade is not moving in my favor, I hesitate to close it. Even for the second trade, it was the same. At the CE week, I was hesitating to close the trade. And today I'm quite rushed in on the entries. So I still don't know why. But yeah, it's just this three. Okay guys, really that's it for me. I've been dozing off so many times. Okay. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Again, ICT always say drawdown is a slingshot, and I truly believe it. And I was being in a winning streak, so losing this week really bring me back to down to earth, bring me back on track, and aim for consistency to profitability.